Hare Krishna. Today we are going to study the verse number 35 of chapter number 4 of Bhagwat Gita as it is. And the name of this chapter is Transcendental Knowledge, which means that with this knowledge we will transcend the material world. Before we start today's verse, let us quickly do a recap of the previous verse. In the previous verse, Krishna said that when one approaches the bona fide spiritual master or a guru, only then he can learn the truth of the absolute truth, because only a self realized soul can impart the transcendental knowledge, for he has seen the Supreme Krishna. And a very important point that we learned in the previous verse is how to approach a guru. Srila Prabhupada says that a disciple should completely surrender and ask relevant questions and serve his spiritual master like a menial servant. Srila Prabhupada says that surrender means to completely surrender with the body, mind, and intelligence. And after surrendering, the disciple should carry out the orders of the Guru as his only aim in life and ask relevant questions very submissively and not in a challenging manner. And lastly, serve his Guru Maharaj as a menial servant. Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when he incarnated in Dwapar, he was the son of the king of Brij, that is Nanda Maharaj. In spite of being the son of a rich father, when he was in the ashram of Sandipani Muni, he did all the odd jobs like collecting the firewood from the forest, cleaning the ashram, and doing personal seva to his guru, like massaging the lotus feet of Guru. Same was done by Lord Ram when he was in the ashram of Rishi Vashisht in Treta. Now we know how to approach a guru, and when the student is submissive and is always ready to serve his guru, then he surely attains the spiritual knowledge. Now, in today's verse, we will know what are the benefits of attaining transcendental knowledge. Because unless we know the benefits, then how can we become interested to gain the transcendental knowledge? So let's begin today's verse by reciting the verse number 35. Today's verse is very important, so I request you to watch the video till the end. Yat gyatva na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanya asheshani drashya atmanyatho mai. Yat gyatva na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanya asheshani drashya atmanyatho mai. Yat, which, gyatva, knowing, na, never, punah, again, moham, illusion, evam, like this, yasyasi, you shall go, Pandava, O son of Pandu, yen, by which, bhutani, all living entities, asani, totally, drakshyasi, you will see, atmani, in the supreme soul, atho, or in other words, mai, in me. Krishna says, and when you have thus learned the truth, you will know that all living beings are but part of me, and that they are in me and are mine. Yat gyatva na punar moham evam yasyasi pandav. Krishna is saying that when you have learned the truth, you will know that all living beings, yen bhutan asheshani. Krishna is saying all living beings, asheshani means nothing will be left. Drashya, you will see, atmanyatho mai, that they are all in me and are mine. Now let us read Srila Prabhupada's purport and understand this very important shlok in a nice manner. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnavon ki jai. That when we take the knowledge from a bona fide spiritual master, then only we come to know that everyone is a part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Srila Prabhupada says that this knowledge should not be only theoretical, but this needs to be understood practically also. It means that whatever we see around us, whether it is mountains, rivers, lakes, forests, seas, or birds, animals, waters, creatures, it means that whatever we see around us, whether it is mountain, river, lake, forest, sea, birds, animals, water creatures, or human beings, everything is a part of Krishna. The word part is very important. Krishna is whole and everything else in this entire creation is his part and parcel. The way our hands and legs are a part of our body and not the whole body. But we cannot deny if someone has touched our fingers or head that he has not touched us, that is our body. Srila Prabhupada says, similarly, each and every part and parcel of God is God, but not the Supreme God. Prabhupada explains to us that how we are God, yet different. Srila Prabhupada says that we are same in quality with Supreme Krishna, but differ in quantity. We are a part of him, that is, we are Atma, and he is Param Atma. Quality wise, we are same with him, that is, we are eternal and nothing can destroy us. Even Krishna's external energy, that is, air, water, sky, fire, and earth. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayanti apo, na shoshayati marutaha. It means that weapon can't cut the soul, fire can't burn, water can't wet, and air can't dry the spirit soul. So this way, we are same as Krishna. As Krishna is indestructible, so are we, being his part and parcel. But we are different in quantity. We are residing in our material body, and Krishna is residing as Paramatma in every living entity's heart, from an ant to elephant to whale. Then another major difference is this, that he is the supplier of everything and we are completely dependent on him for everything. The sunlight, the moonlight, the air, water, fire, and all kinds of fruits, vegetables, grains, medicines, everything is supplied to us by only and only Krishna. The little beauty, intelligence, power, wealth, and fame that each one of us possess is actually given to us only and only by Krishna. This is how we are different from Krishna, yet same in quality. Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna is also a living entity like us. But the only difference is this, that we are limited in every aspect and he is unlimited. Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna made a seed and from that little seed a tree grows, gives flowers, fruits, shade, and within every flower and fruit are many, many seeds which have future trees in them. This is the planning of Krishna. Prabhupada says that has a very intelligent scientist ever been able to make a seed of car so that many more cars can be produced from that one seed? This is the difference in the intelligence of Krishna and the intelligence of a human being. Prabhupada says that the entire creation belongs to Krishna as he is the supreme creator and the primal cause of all the causes. Sarva Karan Karanam. And the first shlok of Upanishad clearly says, Ishavasyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat ten tyakten bhunjetha magridhah kasyas vidanam. It lays emphasis on the Lord's proprietorship over everything within this universe. Krishna is omnipresent. Whatever is animate and inanimate, everything belongs to him. And it is only for his pleasure. So do not grab or hold on to anyone's wealth and just be satisfied and contented with your own share. This is the first shlok of Ishopnishad. Further, Prabhupada says that if someone will understand the first shlok of Ishopnishad, then he will clearly understand that everything belongs to Krishna and he has given us everything very mercifully for a specific purpose and he can take it back whenever he wishes to. Prabhupada says that the strong feeling of owning this material world and wanting to enjoy it is called Maya or illusion. The meaning of Maya is that which is not, and this material world is not our property. But when we forcefully wish to enjoy Krishna's creation and wish to own this material world, it is called Maya. Prabhupada says that normally people do not accept Krishna as the supreme Godhead. They are of the opinion that Krishna is some famous historical personality. And the Mayavadis or the impersonalists believe that Krishna has lost his personal existence after so many incarnations, which are his expansions. According to these Mayavadis, the divine effulgence of the Lord is supreme and that Lord is not a person. Mayavadis think that everything in this material world is temporary and gradually loses its existence. Like when a cake is cut into many small pieces, the cake is finished. So they think that since Krishna has many incarnations, so Krishna has also lost his personal existence. And the divine effulgence, that is the divine light of the Lord, is supreme, which they call Brahma Jyoti. Srila Prabhupada says that in Upanishad it is stated, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It means that he is whole and infinite. And if whole comes from whole, it remains whole. And if whole merges to whole, still it remains whole. To understand it in simple words is this, that in spiritual world, if one is added to one, then it is one, and if one is taken away from one, still it remains one. But in the material world, it is not the same. Here 1 plus 1 makes 2 and 1 minus 1 makes 0. Srila Prabhupada says that there is a difference in material world and in the spiritual world. Material world is a relative world and spiritual world is absolute. In material world, the word water and the liquid water are two different things. For example, if someone is thirsty and just keeps repeating the word water, 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 or if he sees the picture of water, his thirst will not get quenched. But this is not in spiritual world. The name, form, pastimes of the Lord are all same. Hanumanji wrote the name of Ramji on the stone, and the stone did not sink in the water, which means the name of the Lord and the Lord himself are non-different. But this knowledge can be attained only under the guidance of a spiritual master who is in disciplic succession. This is the most important learning of this verse, which Krishna wants us to learn through Arjun. Arjun was in the spell of illusion, and he was deeply attached with his near and dear ones, and was unable to see Krishna's presence as Paramatma in everyone present in the battlefield. So, he was feeling that how will he survive after killing his own people? Then Krishna said, Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadhipaha nacheva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatah param. This is the 12th verse of chapter number 2, where Krishna says that never was there a time when I did not exist, where you did not exist, and all these kings were not there, nor in the future any of us shall cease to be. Here it's very important for us to know and understand that our real self is spirit soul, a part and parcel of Krishna, which remains unchanged, but the covering body keeps changing according to our karma. If one only sees the outer body and is unable to see the spirit soul and Krishna's presence as Paramatma, that means he is under the illusion of Maya, which can be removed only with the real knowledge which is given by a real Guru, who is himself self-realized. And once the illusion is removed under the guidance of a self-realized Guru, then the person can see everything and every person as it is. Means that he sees the entire creation as Krishna's creation, and he gets to know and believe that his real identity is an eternal servant of Krishna, and he sees himself and everyone else and everything to give enjoyment to Krishna. This is known as being situated in the real self. Now I am very sure that we have properly understood the meaning of Maya or illusion and how it is removed under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. In simple words, the desire to enjoy this material world is called Maya, and the desire to make Krishna enjoy is being in spiritual life or being in spiritual path. And the lack of this proper knowledge makes us wander in different species and accept the body of a bird, animal, fish, plants, or trees. And when one is engaged in transcendental service through Krishna consciousness, one becomes at once liberated from this illusion. And this happens only when one surrenders to a bona fide spiritual master and doesn't think himself to be equal to Krishna. Krishna is absolute Godhead, and the living entity is a part and parcel of him and the eternal servitor of Krishna. Like in a body, all the different parts like hands, legs, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, etc., are all engaged to serve the stomach. And in return, the entire body is happy and healthy. The same applies to us also. We being a part of Krishna, when we serve Krishna, then we automatically become happy and healthy. This is the ultimate aim of Bhagavad Gita, to make us Krishna conscious. And it happens only when Bhagavad Gita is studied under the guidance of a bona fide guru, like Srila Prabhupada, who happens to be on the 32nd number in the Guru Parampara, beginning with Brahmaji, who received the knowledge from Krishna himself. In today's verse, we have come to know about the first benefit of transcendental knowledge when learnt under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. And Krishna has said that when a person has learnt this absolute truth, that every living entity is a part of him, then he shall not falsely have the feeling of me and mine. And he will have the proper knowledge that everything belongs to Krishna. This is known as coming out of illusion or Maya. Now I'm absolutely sure that we have properly understood the meaning of Maya or illusion and how it is removed under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. Now in the next verse, we will come to know about more benefits, and in fact till the end of the chapter we will get to know about more and more benefits of transcendental knowledge. I bow down to Srila Prabhupada and my Shiksha Guru Hari Mohan Das Prabhuji for teaching us the most secretive knowledge of Bhagavad Gita in such an easy manner. I thank you for listening to the words of Krishna so attentively. And next week we will meet with the next verse, and till then keep chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and please do write your realizations and understanding in the comment box. Please do share the Bhagavad Gita shlokas with others, as this is the highest way of doing love, compassion towards the entire mankind and the entire creation. Hare Krishna.